Join discord.gg/flat earth and enter a VC check-in room, and someone will come along to VC verify you to get involved with the conversation about our earth.
siler330 Part 2.
To be able to conclude that, you would have had to have used some form of be able to determine that, right? So, trusted their senses to determine that they can't trust their senses.
I know, right?
So it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, can I ask you also something? Do you believe that it is a certain purpose for each man to live? So whatever you do, it's like a script, like you have to pass each stage for the final stage, or do you think our lives are depending on our choices?
I think it's probably closer to the former than just being some type of random, cause and effect type of situation. That's kind of how it's presented, that the universe is just a bunch of billiard balls crashing into each other. It's all kind of random type of thing. I think it's probably closer to what you said.
I
created my situation.
Not for the planets, for my life.
No, I know. I was just saying, like, the way they present everything is it's just chaotic randomness. And I'm saying that I don't agree with that. And I think it's probably closer to what you said originally, that there's, stages to your life. And I've a good analogy I always heard was like, you're in a car, but you're in the passenger seat. So you have a limited control when you're in the passenger seat. You're not controlling where you're actually going. But you do have control of, like, maybe you can recline your seat, or what song do you want to put on the radio? The music. Yeah. You can roll the window down. Those type of things. The AC. But the path you're on and all that, this, you don't have to believe this. This is just kind of an idea. But it's like you're not in the driver's seat. So I do resonate with that to some degree. And I don't think it's just random, chaotic randomness and things just aren't, that's just a coincidence. I've had so many things happen in my life that were like, how it seems like a coincidence, but it's like, how did that even just happen? It's too perfect type of thing, Can't be just a coincidence, right?
There are 7 billion people. Do you think that 7 billion people have a different path, or do you think we have the all path, the same path? Each person.
Are there 7 billion people?
Yeah, I know that gets in a whole other rabbit hole. What do you think, Siler? Do you think we all have the same path, or there's people have different overall paths or something?
In my life, I think my character has drive me a path that maybe it's a too slow path. It's not too fast, but with my decisions, I will find my past decisions in the future. So maybe the decision I make for 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I will meet them now after 10 years ago, and it will be a very decisive and very crucial point to my life for the decision and the path I will have to choose. So I think our characters are our path of life. If you're a garbage man and you're lying all the time and you're dishonest and all the following things, you will have a certain path. And if you're very honest, maybe it's slow, very slow path, but I think you will be awarded in your next steps also in your life. But it will be slower, much slower.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, this isn't something we normally get into here, but the reason, like, why are we here? Who are we really? What's the purpose? What meaning is there inherent meaning, or do you have to bring your own meaning? There are a lot of questions that aren't exactly answered, perhaps even answerable, but it is interesting to hear people's takes on that. why are we here? What kind of place is this anyway? Is this the destination, or is this just a stepping stone? Is this a school, or is this the experience? There's lots of presentations that seem plausible, and I'm curious. I'm all ears if you guys have some
Well,
sense on.
like you can be a bad person and then end up a good person. Like, so it's not always. Maybe some of these people go through this bad stage of their life to learn these lessons. They don't always end up forever bad. So, and I would say that a lot of people, are they really on a path at all? So it's a really difficult question, but it can go into that whole NPC thing. Like, I know NPCs is kind of a silly term for it, but
I think it's pretty good. Might be spot on.
Are a lot of these people actually full vessels? Like.
Right.
Yeah. So that brings up a really good question for me. Are there such a thing as unruly or bad spirits? Because we all inherently are a spirit, right? Like, I know my personality. That's so unique, and so is yours, and all of the rest of us are so unique that I'm a spirit. Am I an unruly spirit that couldn't be tamed and had to come here, or the next question is, and I'll end with this: if there are unruly or bad spirits and good spirits, can the bad spirits or whatever, unruly or all different shades of thereof, can they learn how to change?
The thing is, I'm sorry. I think that we are not special. We're nothing. We're just from coincidence here, and after us,
Oh
there
wow.
will be the next one of the next one and the next one, like ants, like mice.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I mean, even I'm jumping in now. I'm playing the game.
Fuck.
What the fuck's going on? Sorry to interject myself into a conversation I'm only half listening to, but the gentleman who just says that we come from nothing. Do you believe the Earth is flat, or do you think it's a ball?
I think that it's all created, and I honestly think that we are the slaves. We are
Okay.
we are the slaves for the high society, and
Okay.
some knowledge, and they look at us like little children playing with toys. They are
Okay. Okay.
time.
You didn't answer his question, though. So can you try again?
Yeah.
I
Can
think
answer
we're a flat surface. It's not a flat Earth. It's a flat surface. I don't know how long it is, who created it, but I'm not thinking that we're flying on the space with hundreds of thousands miles around and around with a planet with a lot of planets around us. I'm not thinking that, no. But I'm not. Don't know where we are, but I think we are on a big stage, like Battlefield, like all the games of the computer with a large stage, with a lot of surfaces, beaches, and mountains, and all that. I think someone created this with high technology. Once
Oh,
upon a
you're in a simulation. Oh, that's where we are.
no, someone
That's what it
created
sounds like. You said someone created it with higher technology.
higher technology like pyramids, like the underground villages, like the underground towns. I'm from Greece. We have all around us here paths, underground paths that no one knows them. And on the entry of the paths, there are churches like of the Lord of the Ring. The Lord of the Ring. There, all the churches and underground paths and
Yeah.
all the
So,
things, not the
are
things.
you talking about? Are you talking about the Earth was created or the society that we live in was created? Which I'm confused because now
Okay.
you're talking about man-made structures,
Yes,
but
I
we're
don't
talking
know
kind of talking
what
about the
Earth
Earth.
means. I don't know
Yeah.
what Earth means. Earth is a word that's created from people, and no
Yeah,
one.
but it's a word that we agree on that means something. Yeah.
Okay, yes, yeah.
It's
On
the
this
only way the only
surface.
way that we can communicate is with words that we agree on that mean something.
Okay,
You know that when people do
okay.
that kind of
The word
oh,
of
Earth
that.
is just a word, it's not a thing. You know, you go, yeah, but we're talking about the surface that we live on,
Okay,
so
it's a
we
surface.
agree.
Yes, it's a surface.
Yeah.
It's not a ball. It's not these crazy things they're selling us. I
Yeah.
understand that. I agree, and
So can
I
we go back to the people that you think like people aren't anything, or like where does that come from? Like you think that it just ends, and then someone else is born, and then they start, and then what do you mean by that?
I mean that we are just fuel, nothing more. So
Ooh,
if you have a slave, okay? You buy a slave. He works for you. He cuts the trees for you. He makes all the work on the home, for your house, for your all the things you have to do. So you cannot work. Okay. He makes a kid. The kids grows up. He works for you again. The kids
Who
make
are we
another
working
kid.
for?
So we are
I'm not
slaves.
sure.
Yes, this is what I mean. It's not
Who are we working for?
and that we each of our one of us are very special and very smart. We have a certain point of knowledge because they give us to us from the school, from internet, from books. They're all controlled what we think, how we think, and what we know. Okay,
Does that
and
make us nothing? Wouldn't that mean that we are something, but we're controlled by something else at the moment, and maybe they're scared of us? Like I find it hard to go
I
from okay, we're ruled to we are nothing. You know what I mean?
Like if you're, I think if you have this narcissistic, hold on, I think if you have this a nihilistic view of human beings and yourself included, that you're nothing infinitesimal, you're carrying the globe paradigm into your belief now of that even though Earth is a flat plane and demonstrated to be so, that you're bringing in this nihilistic viewpoint from the globe Earth. That's where it originates from. Do you realize that?
No, I have my own opinion, and what I'm thinking is the following. So I think the knowledge we have, it's the knowledge they give us. You cannot learn certain things here in Greece. Uh, if you want to, um, how you can say
I'm
it,
going to disagree with you before you go on because no, the knowledge I have did not come from them. True knowledge that I have came from inside me through my common senses that God gave me that I can go determine things for my own as a fact, period.
I think this is wrong because your decisions, your act of the thinking, it will be, it was
I didn't
on.
say that. Listen, did I say thinking or did I say decision making? No,
Okay.
no, I did
That's all
not.
right. Let's not get upset about it or anything like that. But I understand your passion, Sonny, because I agree with you.
Okay, maybe
Who
I'm
Um,
does
the
he
wrong
think we're
person.
slaves to?
Okay, no problem.
Who are
What
we
are
slaves to, Siler?
what?
Who are we slaves to? Boss.
Slaves, not slaves. Slaves. I think we are controlled and manipulated to
By
work
who?
by no for a high society.
Okay, who are they controlled by?
They own everything.
Where does it end?
You're a rat in a maze. That's what it is. They tell you what to think, what to do, they tell you how to do it. And if you ask too many questions, you get canceled.
So, who's the creators then?
I no. I don't think so. No, I think it's a pyramid that the lower states working, the higher states are
Is that the
So
top?
the world's a
have
pyramid.
pyramid of knowledge, and the workers, and they
Oh,
have the
okay, sorry.
satisfaction and all the relaxation and all the knowledge
At the top.
So they're like a pyramid scheme. Does that mean they're like Amway?
Yeah, right. So who's at the top? Tyler, who is at the top of the pyramid?
It's the Jews.
Okay. Did you, maybe it's funny to you, maybe it's not, but I
That's not
think
funny. He just asked you a direct question. Who's at the top of the pyramid?
the director.
Yeah, who's that?
No one knows.
The human?
Honestly, guys, I don't expect people to know that. I mean, do you guys really expect an answer here?
Well, he's kind of said that the Earth was created, and then he said we're nothing. So who's the creator? You know, like
Okay.
I think that was more your point, wasn't it, T-Dub? Or
Okay. Did you see the TV show The Rabbit Hole?
yeah, we know about rabbit holes. They're when you start diving
No.
down places where you're never going to get an answer.
No. It's a TV show with 8 episodes. It's from 2023. So it's
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the term rabbit hole.
not okay. No, it's a TV show, and the actor is from the 24-hour TV show. It's a Keith, I think. It's a blonde man.
So,
Yeah. We'll get to the. Well, what's your point, brother?
The thing is that the TV show shows almost what's happening. So everything is controlled from the directors, for the media, and one is controlling everything. One is controlling the media and the world and the politics and how society works, the police and everything. Everything is controlled from one man,
But
and all the others are servers.
So-
how does that? How do you get to you are nothing from that?
Okay.
Are you talking about you are nothing to them, or you are nothing to yourself?
Yeah, Siler, that's the question I think these guys are trying to get at. It's like you said, like we're kind of like nothing, or we don't mean anything. Like I think that's the point of clarification.
Okay, I understand what you mean, but I was thinking the answer, and the answer is the following. So I think we are special for ourselves, but we are nothing for them. This is my answer.
Oh, okay. I get you. Yeah, I agree.
That was a roundabout way to get there. But yeah, it took a while. But I kind of get it, dude,
Yeah.
because I've seen two ideas. Like one that everything is meaning. There's meaning everywhere, and then the other idea is that you have to bring meaning, or you have to find meaning, or make meaning, where it's inherently. It's like the question is it inherently meaningless, or is there inherent meaning? And it seemed like he was saying it was inherently meaningless. That was kind of my impression when he said, like, "Oh,
Yeah,
we're
that's
not
what I
nothing."
thought too.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we were all getting at. But I think there is some validity to that. I'm not sure if I agree with that fully, but I do understand where people would come from. It's to say like it's inherently meaningless, and you have to bring or find or make your own meaning. I do get that, although I might not 100% agree.
well, if we're talking within the scope of of society, like in social terms, yeah.
I understand that, and in my life, I think whatever I see, whatever I talk, and whenever I talk to someone, I give him some value, and when they talk to me, I get value from them. So I think we are giving the value from the other peoples to them. It's
Yeah.
like
It's a fair exchange.
Hey,
I don't know if it's
Siler,
fair, actually.
hey, Siler, I have one question at this point, though. Do you think that there's only the physical, or is there a non-physical reality as well?
no, I think that It's all what we're living, and it's nothing more.
Wait. I gotta stop you because it's like yes or no. Is the reality that we exist in purely physical? That's a yes or no question.
I don't understand the question. What?
Okay. Is everything you know and everything you see and everything we experience, is it only all physical? Or is there a non-physical part of reality that we can't see?
Oh, I know what you mean. It's a with yes, I understand what you mean. It depends, I think, with the signals we can receive.
Wait. I'm not talking about signals. I'm talking about in your experience. Do you think or have reason to believe that this world is only physical, that you are only physical, and that's it? That's all there is. Only physical. That means that would go back to what you said about you think you just go, you go back into the dirt, I guess, you into the dust, and that's it. You have no soul, no spirit, no nothing.
I think we're batteries, and when it's over, it's over. There is nothing more.
So you agree that you're in your mindset that this world is only physical and everything can only be explained by physical means.
I don't know how to answer it. I will answer it with my way, and the way is the following. I
Oh,
think I have. I'm sorry. I think I have energy. I'm a battery, and after the battery is over, I'm finished. It's nothing more. But I
okay.
have the energy to sleep, wake up, and to live to a certain point of life.
Okay, so then that answers my
Can't be
question. Basically,
destroyed.
that when that battery's gone, then you don't exist anymore. So you don't think your consciousness or spirit or whatever you are as a personality uniquely to you that rides on an electrical current, you don't believe that continues on.
No,
Okay.
I don't believe it. No. Until now. Maybe after years with the other knowledge I will receive from life, maybe I will believe many things. But until now, I'm not. I'm 40 years old, and I, from my knowledge from life, I don't think so until now.
That's fair. That's an honest answer. But that's your own take. Now, sincerely, in my own experience, know there's an invisible world. I sense it. Notice the word I use, sense.
I understand what you mean, but if you
So
cannot prove it in this world, it's only in theory.
I'm not talking about
Angie,
proving it. Listen, I'm not talking about proving anything at this point. I'm just saying what gives me the ability to see information and change my mind about it and use my senses to do this.
Okay, I understand what you mean, but
there is supernatural.
I'm not talking about you certainly, but
Well, you're missing.
I will tell you something. The psychopaths hear voices and tell them from the voices what to do. They think also that it's reality, and after a guy is on the dying path, he hears voices. My grandfather heard also voices. My grandmother, before she dies, she saw something. She saw in a room something, and she told us, "There's someone here. They're coming to get me," and some kind of things. And many people I saw that died in front of me saw things. So I think it's a mind thing. It's not reality. It's just the mind was damaging, or it's a certain
What
path
is
that the
Sila?
mind is all shutting down.
Sila, where does their energy go?
Where is the energy of the chicken you eat today go?
Where does it go? Because energy can't be destroyed nor created, right?
Energy can be created and can also be destroyed.
But according to the laws of physics.
If you have a fire and you put water on it, you destroy the energy. Where does fire go?
It's transferred. It's transferred into another state.
Where? If I if I take water and make it over the fire, where does the energy of the fire? Where does it go?
To the water.
And after that?
It creates steam.
Okay. So it's gone. It's eliminated.
Causes steam. It hasn't been destroyed. It hasn't ended. It's been transferred into another state. It's caused matter to change.
Okay, maybe if I die, I will be fertilizer for the flowers. Fair?
Okay. That's yeah. I guess. What about thought?
I think the thing is not to think about where we're going after we dying, but how good can we live and how we can have all the time in the world to experience all the good that life gives us.
Well, how could that be? Wait a second. You just said something, the word good. Like, how could good exist? Where would that exist inside of me that I would know good or bad or that something's wrong or right or false?
I will explain to you.
I wasn't done talking, but yeah, false or correct. What reference standard? We must have something internal to ourselves. This can not be purely physical.
Okay, the thing is that if I choose to make good to me, but in the same time make very bad things to you, and I think it's a bad decision, so I will not make it.
So how do you know the difference, Siler?
Because you have to have the knowledge and the common sense.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think you have to have the common sense to understand what is hurting people. I cannot take a gun and shoot people for satisfaction to just feel all right because I see I will kill people. This not can.
Someone hurt your feelings?
Okay.
Can someone hurt your feelings?
Hold on. The point I was trying to get. Wait, stop for a second, Siler. The point I was trying to make right there is that we have an internal system that tells us what is wrong or right. This is an internal compass, a moral compass that tells us what the wrong direction. That's what I'm getting at. Not that these things happen. We all know about all these things happen you're talking about. Yes. Is there evil in the world? Yes. Is there evil things that happen? Are there good things that happen? Yes. They're all correct. How would we know the difference? Wait, stop. How would we know the difference if we didn't have an internal system, a reference guidance system that indicates these things are wrong or right? That doesn't come from physical. Once again, I reiterate.
Okay, I understand what you mean, but with this you're saying now, why are the people fighting about? Why are they fighting each other? Because each of one of us thinks that he is right. Why? Each one of us thinks I'm right, he's wrong. That's why they're fighting also. If we have the same correct system and corrector system that tell us what is right, what's wrong,
because
we will all agree together.
No, that's not true. Because those that want to disobey the literal internal creator guidance system that we have built in. They want to disassemble that. They want to fight against that. That is literally evil fighting against the good inside of you, my friend.
What is good for you?
The good thing is I don't have to make it up myself because the creator has given me an internal guidance system that I can use as a reference template for everything I observe and experience, including my own behavior. I wouldn't know if it was wrong. I wouldn't feel guilt or remorse for doing something wrong if I didn't have a guidance system inside of me that told me so. And so humankind is belligerent, wants to run the world like we want to be our own ruler, and there are some that don't want to acquiesce to something greater than themselves. They want to be the God themselves. That's why we have the fighting. That's it. That's the answer. Period. That's the end of my statement. Thank you for letting me share.
Okay. So you think that all the people have the same type of value system that goes automatic from our system to us, and the only thing we have to do is accept it, so we will have a good behavior?
No, as I said, there are those that run a rail against it, even though they have it inside of them. Yeah, they're ignorant? Yes. Are the damaged? Yes. Are all these things true? Yes. Did they start with this guidance system? Yes. They had to, or else it wouldn't exist. So these people choose, they can choose to go against the creator himself and reality itself and go against their own God-given guidance system for moral right or wrong. Then they can disobey if they want. Every one of us has done this. Every one of us has felt the pain, the remorse, the literal physical agony from making these decisions, which are based on spiritual guidance that we have internal. So whether the people do wrong or right because they have the same is beside the point. Did they have it? Do they have it? Does it exist? Yes, or we wouldn't know the difference.
All right. Can someone make you feel bad without physically interacting with you? And they make you feel like they've wronged you? What is that? What are you experiencing? Like hurts your feelings, let's say.
I
You
think
experiencing?
it's the value system we have inside us.
Yeah,
And
what is it doing to you though? Yeah, I know. What is it doing to you?
at a certain point of your life, you have to learn to control it, or it will be destroy you. Either you
But I'm
have,
talking about the supernatural. What is thought? Is emotion?
I
Are
understand,
these
but
things?
in my mind, I think if I don't hold up the beast inside me, it will destroy me. I will
Your
do.
mind or your brain?
I think it's the same. I think that if I let my thought, it will do very bad things. So I have to make the knowledge and my values in front of my
What is
own
anger?
and control it. If I
What is
think
anger?
I think we are a certain point very aggressive, and if you cannot,
What
uh,
is anger?
I think anger is the pure nature of people that want something, and if they want something, they want to get it, like beasts, like wolves, like tigers. If they see something and want something, the biggest lion or the biggest wolf take the bigger piece because he's stronger, and we are the same.
Making them want to do that. What is it that's inspiring them to want to do that?
Yeah, I think our passions for something, if we want something.
Passion.
Yes.
Where does that
Passion,
stem from? What is passion?
our I
Emotion.
think our if you we
See how
will
you're struggling to define it. You're struggling between the physical and the non-physical, and you're trying to justify it physically, and you're
I
skipping past the
try
point that it is non-physical,
okay, but
ignoring the non-physical.
if you want something, what is holding you back to get it? So if you want, I buy a supercar, a very expensive supercar, and the keys are on the car and it's running. What holds you back to take my car and leave away? What holds you back? You can do it, whatever you
Something
want.
non-physical.
What?
Non-physical.
Okay, what holds you back not to do it?
Moral compass.
What?
Moral compass, a sense of morality, not something physical.
I think all the emotions we have, it's all the same in all the people. Just some people use them differently. I think we have all the same emotions, the same wants, the same fears. We are all the same. But the thing is, you can choose how to get something or to leave it. And this is the value system also. Maybe I see very beautiful women and I like them. I like to be together with she, okay, with a woman. But if she's married, I will not do it. Maybe some people will try it, will go with a woman. Maybe she will divorce her man, but I will not do it. This is so simple because not because I can't, but the thing is, it's not right. So with this, saying that is that I think that we have all the same opportunities, all the same um, kind of knowledge, almost the most educated people. And after that, it's about what is your belief system and what is your value system. And this is how you also react in the real world.
None of that would exist without the non-physical.
Okay, we have the all the emotions that all the people have, and I think uh, all the animals have them also. Animals have also fear. Animals have also thinking. If you see how wolves hunting an antelope, you will be amazed. They make circles miles away, and they just um, close the circle, and then the antelope is locked in the circle, and then they eat them. So they have also a hunting system. They communicate with each other, and they are like people. They're just not.
Listen, animals don't have an internal value system. I disagree. They don't have that. They don't have guilt or remorse. A lion doesn't have sit there crying, I killed 20 antelopes this month. So listen, check it out. We have a base nature. Like that's God given too. Like in some respects, we are animals, but I think our purpose here is to listen to that internal guidance system I talked about that no other thing has here.
Okay,
And our I'm not done.
people, the
And
apes,
I'm not done. And so don't make me raise my voice. So let me finish. Just hold on. I'm almost there. So we have our base nature as humans, and since we have this base nature, that is going to be something that is going to be very hard physically to go against, like because of that base nature. But we also have this internal guidance system I talked about, and our purpose is to use that we're separate. There are people that have gone against us, like I said before, and they do live like wolves with two legs. We've seen this every day. I especially do in the inner city. So we have a base nature. Maybe we're supposed to know that we have a base nature because we wouldn't know if we had that if we had that or not, if we had no reference to base it on. So our base nature is we're supposed to realize it and use this guidance system to temper it so we can go in more of a manner of a spiritual being that we actually are and overcome our physical nature. That's what makes us totally different. And if you think we're just like a dog or an antelope, then you're missing out on your own self, your own. I mean, you're just diminishing yourself. Why?
Okay, I understand what you mean, but I have the answer. I think if you take a person and leave him to the jungle to grow up and hunt to live and eat animals and find a way to live alone and to survive, he will not suffer from thoughts of pain that he make to the animal or how much animals he killed, because he will not have learned to be suffer with his thoughts. These things you will be learn this in school, how to be behave, how to make other people's happy, how you hurt people. This is all training. If you take a dog, you can train him to make a lot of stuff. I have a dog. If I yell to him, he will listen to me. He will be sorry. He will be happy, and he have all the most feelings that people also have. But if you go to a dog outside and you yell at him or talk to him, he giving a crap about you. Maybe he eats you. So it's the same thing with people. If you haven't trained people with knowledge, how to learn, how to talk, how to behave, how to get dressed, you can control him and you can make him also either to kill somebody or be killed alone and sacrifice himself uh, from the third store, jumping down from the building. You can do that, but you will not see anyone to go up to a tree and fell down in the jungle if he wants to survive. This is all things on the society because we have be trained to be like this. So this is my answer. As much as I want also to believe you, I think as much as a people get trained, this much is more difficult to control his feelings and his thoughts also. And jungle man will not hate you, he will not fear you, he will not do anything. He wants to survive. If you are in front of him, he will eat you. And the next day he will eat your friend also because he wants to survive. All these other things are little stories in our mind to feel good or to feel guilt and to see what's right, what's wrong. It's all for the society world. Go to the jungle and feel sorry if a lion comes to you to eat you. Let's see how you react.
You
You
give
will
me a cup of feelings, please.
also. I was too long. I'm sorry,
You
but
give me. Can you give Siler? Can you give me? Can you give me a cup of? Yeah. Give me a cup of guilt. Please.
No, the guilt will be created from you,
How
not
about a
from.
Not
cup of
physical then.
how about a cup of memories?
Memories are created also from you, and
Would you agree that they're not physical?
I think that nobody
Huh?
can hate you until you allow it.
Okay,
Would you agree?
what is the physical part of loyalty?
I think I don't know how to answer it. I think that
I
if
know.
you're loyal, you will be honest and you will not lie and you will not betray your partner, your woman, your man, as much money as you will be given. This
Okay,
is
can
what
you give me 28 grams of loyalty, please, then? Right now. on the table.
Can you measure that with a ruler? Will that show up in the blood test, or else
You cannot measure it like that, but I think all the people have a price. If I give you $1 billion to betray your family, your kid, your brother, your mother, your father, you will do it.
Yeah, you keep talking about the physical repercussions of these things. We're talking about force.
Okay, the unphysical things, thoughts.
And actually, not everyone would do that. Maybe you, but I wouldn't.
Okay, wait until this point come, then we'll talk again.
All right.
You would agree, though, that these things that we're discussing are not.
I understand what
There are people that kill for money. Doesn't mean that everyone kills for money. No. So that's like bullshit talk.
Okay.
We're going into the physical repercussions and outcome.
The chicken you have eat today, some people kill it for you. Maybe you not kill it, but you.
Maybe I don't kill it, yeah, and maybe I don't eat it. It's my decision.
This is what we were trying to avoid, Richie, going into the physicality result of these things, the inspiration of these things, which cause these things apparent in physical reality. Talking about
okay, but
where it originates from. These things are not physical. They don't have any physicality. Not experience the physical world without the non-physical. What does a rock experience?
Okay, I will ask also a question. Let's see who can answer my question. Can you have a thought without a memory? Does everybody here?
Well, our memory is always false. It's never correct.
Of course, I can have a thought without a memory. I can have a thought about a freaking unicorn dancing on the freaking half moon. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, of course, you can have a thought. It doesn't have to be like real. Like, that's the point I'm trying to make is there's an objective reality. There's a non-physical reality. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be able to speak of these things unless we have concepts in our head about like what things are. Like, we're talking about right and wrong, good and evil. Like, we wouldn't even know there was such this guidance compass inside of us is what the point we're trying to get to, which keeps getting diverted away from the actual point of the guidance system itself. That information didn't come from nowhere. So by saying that you can have an ounce of loyalty or an ounce of love, like, is ludicrous. Like, that's what the people that are physicalists are saying. What I'm going to make it work.
Okay, I will
only physical.
Let's say I will see a woman. Okay, she sees me, I see her, and we get loved. So I think that she is a special thing in my mind. She thinks that I'm very special for her, and in some time it's gone, vanish. After 1 year, 1 month, it doesn't matter. Where does it go? We're again strangers. So we created something in our minds. It's not there. We thought about it, we agreed about this thought, and we'll make it happen. It's all in our minds. Do you understand it or not?
Yeah, you're saying it's all in the signals and that's all there is. That's what the physical only people are saying. They're usually in the quantum physicist type of discussion that are talking like this. The ultra high elites in the theoretical cosmologists, the theoretical quantum physicists, those are the ones that speak of these just like you are.
I don't know the people. I'm not interested in this crap or other things. I'm not in this or the other part of people. I'm not. I'm on my own with my own thoughts, own knowledge, own experience, and all on my own. I'm
Uh,
not
it's
following no one.
it's amazingly similar to those things I've heard verbatim about the
Okay,
only physical.
maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
uh-huh.
Okay,
So
okay,
that's pretty phenomenal sequence of coincidences that all of a
okay.
sudden now those things that I've heard verbatim out of their mouths are coming right out of yours. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying a lot of people have this idea that the physical only, that you are only made up of these electronical impulses, that once the battery dies, you're gone forever. A lot of people have this. Congratulations. But that doesn't make it true.
No, but with this kind of thought, I can tell you also that I have an ape beside me now, and he talks just like you. What does it mean for you now? That you're an ape? Understand my meaning? Meaning,
Talk.
if someone tells something, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if what I'm saying now it's similar with a Chinese guy in China or a guy in because these are my thoughts, and I think with my thoughts and my all experience of life, this is what I believe. Did everybody gone?
I just think it's this its end. You,
Yeah,
you really haven't been able to qualify these concepts, these
no one can qualify
things,
nothing. No one can qualify
qualify them in a physical
nothing
sense.
without physical. Okay, describe your thoughts. What is your thought? Give me 100 thoughts in a bucket. Can you do it?
That was our point. Was our point.
Okay.
Now you're making our point. That it's not physical art. Only can only describe them in a physical sense. You can only describe the physical outcome. Like I said, the rock
Then
experience.
okay, I think again that people that believe on ghosts, spirits, rocks, cards, talking with the dads, and looking in a crystal ball and say the future or the past and all this crap. I think it's just to have people mocking other people. This is what I'm thinking. It's all lies. We just have some feelings, some thoughts, and that's it. No one can explain why, how, and we'll never also explain it. We cannot explain it. You cannot explain it.
So you don't
Try to
believe in the
explain
human
it.
spirit?
You cannot explain everything. I think we cannot explain nothing because even what you are thinking and what you're seeing, it's not the same what other people also seeing. Because if you know this, the colors you're seeing, it's not the same with the colors I'm seeing. You're not seeing a green color, and I'm looking at red
Well,
or blue.
that just means you would fail the color wheel test.
I think it's not the same.
That just means you're having a bad day in art class. You could learn to differentiate between the colors. Yeah, I know you were going with that. That's sort of they like to throw the whole color being relative thing into the whole evolution thing. I've seen the articles.
Okay, again.
And you're gonna tell me, oh, humans can see which color can humans see the most shades of? Oh, green because we're predators and we need to look and that's the same vein.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
Luke, dude, I'm just saying you might be having a bad day in color identification day. That's all.
no. I'm just saying.
Or have bad eyesight.
Okay, I'm saying that a green color I'm seeing, you see it differently because your eyes cannot see the same things that
Yeah,
my
that's fine. That's yeah. Some people have better eyes than others.
No, you cannot see the same color. It's a
Yeah,
different.
I know. I've seen the articles. It's in the vein of the whole evolution nonsense thing. Yeah, if you're having a color wheel test, some people are going to perform better than the other.
Okay, I'm not saying that what articles.
I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't say if you're seeing the color differently, it doesn't mean the color itself is different.
No.
Okay.
But we are seeing it differently because
yes, some people have better eyesight than others.
With our eyes differently.
Oh, brother.
I'm just saying my opinion.
Well, that's fine. I appreciate you stating your opinion. But if I have a purple marble and I show it to you and you say it's green and I say no, it's purple.
I'm not saying
what's
that.
going on there? Are you possibly misidentifying a purple marble?
Okay, I was saying that on the beginning.
Or are you just going to say no? It's green. It's green. See, what I'm saying is it's green to me.
No, with the same color, we can see differently shades of this color. This is what I'm meaning.
Oh my goodness, that's fine. Yes,
it's not on purpose.
People are going. When comparing two different people, they're going to have different levels of eyesight acuity.
Yes, this exactly. This is what I'm meaning. Exactly. It's not on purpose. Just
well, a minute ago you were talking about imagining it being people imagining things being two different colors.
No, I'm not meaning that.
Okay, so have you read these articles too about this whole thing you're talking about being linked back to evolution?
No, I'm not reading anything, and I'm not.
No, have you seen them?
Nah, I'm not. I'm
okay.
Something. Thank you.
Do you not see a link to it?
If you send it to me, yes. Why not?
No, I didn't mean it. Yeah, I'll dig it up. But do you not see a link? Why are you digging in so much on this idea of color perception?
Because I want to tell that some people see some stuff differently, but it's the same in front of us also.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, say I went to a Yankees game and I said, "Man," somewhere during in the seventh inning, I looked over to you and said, "Man, this Celtics Lakers matchup is something else, isn't it?" I mean, do you draw the line somewhere? Would you say, "What are you talking about? We're not at a basketball game. This is Yankee Stadium." Or do you consider that a valid, that person who's saying, "Wow, look at Magic and Bird go"? Do you take that as a valid like recap of their surroundings?
I understand what you mean, but in my position, I will not tell nothing because he has his point of view,
Oh
and
my goodness, dude.
I cannot
Shake
change.
yourself.
Okay, I cannot change him, and
That's not what we're talking. I'm not talking about changing him. I'm asking, would you then acknowledge that that person has lost the plot?
yes, I will tell to myself that it's not good.
Okay, well, take it back to the color thing. Someone says, "Oh, that's light green," when you know it's emerald. You say, well, they obviously either don't know what light green is as compared to emerald, or they have bad eyes.
I will tell you again about the colors. I will place a red color in front of you. Red color, not black, not white, not yellow, nothing. Red color, and you take 10 people.
Well, how do you even know it's red?
Because I can see it.
Okay, so you're putting something in front of me that you think is red, although you've demonstrated that you have a very loose interpretation of color identification. Go on.
This is what you're saying. I'm saying I'm taking a red color and place it in front of you and in front of 10 people. If I ask you all together, what kind of color do you see? You will say all red, but it's not the red you'll see the exactly same shape. Some will tell us it's a bright red. Some will tell it's a dark red. So
Well, they need to study colors a little more. They need to get a hold of a color wheel and take a look at it and study it long and hard then.
okay, then you're right. I'm wrong. You win. Everything is good.
No, reality wins. We get to back away from imaginary land. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're mixing up reality and perception.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Because you only know it's red because someone told you it's red, so now you relate that color with red. So the reality is it's always the same color.
Yeah.
Your perception is that it's a slightly different color than someone else. But only you can know that, and only they can know what that red is. So it doesn't really matter. The reality is it's red because it reflects certain light at a certain rate, which makes it a color. Yeah. So we all see this color. We perceive it to be different. So you're mixing up reality and perception.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's
And
my.
Siler,
Okay.
could you say the same for sound? Because sound has a specific frequency.
Yes, but I think people can hear certain sounds. So I think it's a 20 until 20,000. I think. And after that, you
Yeah.
cannot hear it. But if
But
you're
we,
a little bit aging, I think sometimes I think you can hear much higher or much lower. I don't know. I have this in my phone, and you can test it if you can hear a certain sound. Yeah, you can adjust it with your age also.
yeah, that's because the ears wear out as you get older. But that's not my point. My point is that a certain frequency can have an effect on the body, and the same way a certain color can have an effect on the psyche. For example, in football, popular colours that they use in competitive sport is red, because red has a combative sort of emotion. It triggers an emotion. So if everybody's seeing differently, how does that work?
I'm colorblind, so yeah.
I think that we can all see the same colors, but in differently brightness. I think dark or high bright. This is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but like Timbo said, isn't that more to do with perspective? You know, and like you said, older people might have weaker ears and people may have weaker eyes, but in general, everybody has the same effect to the color red, in the same way everybody has the same effect to a certain frequency. It's the same for everybody.
Yeah, it's the same thing with frequency. Like, the frequency never changes. Like, 3 hertz is always going to be 3 hertz. You're just going to hear it differently depending on what your ears are doing.
Exactly,
So
it's the ability to perceive it.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
ability to perceive it.
Yeah, if you took 2 color wheels and cut them and laid them on top of each other and cut them into wedges or whatever, and you had all these different little pieces, and then you said to someone, there are 2 color wheels here, match them up. Well, some people would do better than others because they would be able to differentiate between the colors. Some people can see it better than others.
Yeah. Doesn't
It's
mean the
not
colors are
imagine
different.
they're not just saying, "Oh, I'm feeling like this is a little purplish." That's not their feelings. It's the limit of what they can differentiate. You can train them yourself to do that. Keep practicing.
Okay, I'm not trying to.
Or even then, your eyes would probably have. If you got, go get some glasses.
I understand what you mean. I'm not trying to make some fun to one of your partners here on the chat. I'm just.
No, it's fine, dude. It's fine.
And I'm just my thoughts. Nothing more.
It's fine. It's fine. I've seen these articles that link to this whole evolutionary idea with the color perception. So I was just asking you. That's all.
Yes, but I'm not linked to that. Also not. So
what does it have to do with the price of rice then?
With the price of the rice?
What is it? No, I appreciate you. I appreciate the conversation, but dude, I'm not but I appreciate it, and I like having the conversations about colors and things like that. But as far as it relating to the server topic, how did you see when you brought it up? How did you see it going back to that? Or were you guys just off on some tangent? How did you guys get down this path?
It started with it started with what do you see the world as, I think, and then it went to kind of
everybody experiences.
Well, as far as it relating to the server topic, how did you see when you brought it up? How did you see it going back to that? Or were you guys just off on some tangent? How did you guys get down this path?
It started with it started with what do you see the world as, I think, and then it went to kind of
everybody experiences differently.
And then we
so he's a 99%er type thing.
No, I think we misunderstood him in the first place, but yeah, I don't think we've even got to the shape of the Earth yet, have we?
I think we've touched on it, but Sonny asked him whether
Chris
there's
tried.
He asked whether is there a non-physical reality?
Yeah.
Or is that just physical reality?
That's right. Yeah, that's where it went down there.
Yeah.
Okay. I will ask also a question now. Do you think that Truman Show has something to say to us, or just a script with just a movie and fun movie, and that's all?
I think the message behind it is pretty real. People tend to believe what they are presented with. Yeah.
Did you ever believe that you are the Truman Show? like Jim Carrey?
Nah, nothing like that. I think metaphorically speaking, it's got a lot of validity, but the guy sitting up in the control box controlling his life, I don't know, what is he supposed to be God, or I don't know, or are they talking to a more kind of he's a controller of the world or something, you know, like
He was the producer.
In
Like
the
I told
movie,
you before.
yeah, but in that movie, they are controlling only one person.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
Only one. Okay.
Yeah.
If
So
anything,
I
it's
think the
like
message, the message behind it is how a lot of people see life, you know, but
Yes, and
not
the
everyone.
message I got from the movie is that the Truman Show, the Truman was controlled with a lot of people around him to do things that he doesn't know what and when to do, but they guide him to do the certain things on the certain timing.
Gentle manipulation, yeah.
Yes, and this is a small scale of what we are living in this world, I think.
Most
I
people.
don't know. I think I appreciate that. I think possibly Groundhog Day is more, at least from my personal experience.
Hey, what's the groundhog's name in that movie?
Puxatawny Phil, if it's the real one.
Yeah. I think I had a trivia question about that and I've forgotten it. I always remember the question and not the answer.
Okay, in the bigger scale, it will be more complicated and more complex, but I think it's the same with more technology, more people, and more power of all the things. Like a person of interest, it's a TV show. Like the rabbit hole, it's a TV show. And again, that one person can control everything, and he can manipulate things to do, and so people
So
can
wait,
react with their own opinion, but it's not their own opinion. It's manipulated.
keeps
It's it's a Wizard of Oz theory.
So do you think that humans built this place where we live?
I'm sorry, I'm not. I didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Do you think like that humans or some form of other beings built this place with technology?
No, I don't think so. No. I think that some people have the knowledge and some people are just not so educated, and they will be controlled from the educated people.
Talking about this world, like this where we live, this realm, right? Flat, motionless realm that we live upon, live within, right? Was do you think that it was physically built by a physical being?
Yes, what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong.
Where is it?
Nobody knows. Most certain, I didn't know.
So when we were talking before about a creator, it's created. You were actually talking about a physical, like, life form.
Yes, I'm telling you the same again.
Okay.
Someone
No, I just wanted to
created
clear it up. Yeah.
someone created this, but I know that I will never meet him. I know that.
I think it's both.
What is it?
Both.
What?
The creator. Huh? Well, the creator and then America or whatever, everyone around us, there's extra land beyond what they tell us there is. So, and then I think this was built for the slave world. And then, yeah, the elite are the ones in control. And then they haven't told us about the extra terrestrial land around us.
I think you guys are putting a lot of credit into giving these so-called rulers a lot more credit than they're worthy of.
Yeah, feels like Sunday.
Oopsie.
It's been an interesting morning. Morning for us anyway.
I mean, I like the theory and I like the idea of, discussing it, but it is pure speculation, like, yeah, this realm could have been created by some beings and there could be the real world, I suppose, if you want to call it, out there, but it's definitely a Sunday topic.
Yeah, you got to. Where's the evidence for it? And where's the evidence for outer lands? Like, where's that?
This is just purely speculation.
Yeah.
Oh, how about the horizon? As you go up in altitude, it's always at eye level. Most, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not true.
Appears to.
Right. Well,
rise.
right. I understand that.
It's always below you.
Okay, guys, I have to leave. I will. It's now.
Yeah, don't take it as like everyone was picking on you either. Yeah, like it's interesting to hear other people's perspective on things. So don't be shy to come back. Like make sure you come back.
I will come every day here. No problem. I want to thank
awesome,
you
man.
for the conversation. I will wish you have a nice day also, and we will talk tomorrow from me again.
Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for popping in.
Siler. Yeah, thank you.
Nice one, bro.
What is your profession? See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.